E aí galerinha, Lobo na área trazendo pra vocês aí mais um episódio da nossa série. Série da vez é o Vampiro Souls de vocês, jogando no PS5.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Valeu, bebê.
There has been quite a battle here.
De leve, né?
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
A caixanguinha do maluco é maneira, hein, mano. A caixanguinha do maluco é maneira. A lá Resident Evil. Uma adaga boa, pegamos.
It's locked.
Porta tá fechada. Vamos lá, vamos dar a volta. Aproveitar para roubar todo mundo. Chave do porão da casa de Ascalon. Chave do porão. Pra que eu iria querer a chave do porão? E onde que tá esse porão, maluco? O porão geralmente é lá embaixo, né? Vou tentar dar uma olhada. O que eu encontro aqui? Ah, tem uma porta aqui, ó. Nada, né? Pra pegar um colecionável. Os caras brincam muito, né, cara? Outro colecionável. Achei coisa aqui, hein? Não. Opa.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Para você também.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Scowl Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the skulls.
Skulls are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new skulls who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens, but they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Valeu. Vamos tentar falar com uma galera aqui, para ver se eles me passam a informação dos endereços que eu preciso. É isso.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Beleza.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Where shall I eat tonight?
Fala comigo, paizão.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Well, not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Valeu.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're on.
We have to stop it! This one's mine!
Caramba, o bicho tá lá debaixo de algum lugar, mano, me atirando, cara. Olha isso, cara. Me acerta aí, ô Zé Ruela. Ai, me acerta aí. O maluco é sniper, mano. Diferenciado pra caramba. A porta da casa é aqui, ó. Tem que achar um jeito de entrar nela. Achei. Rapidamente. Esse aqui que eu quero.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Opa, vamos pegar as coisinhas aqui, ó.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Inclusive ela é essa moça aqui, né? Não aparenta ser não, mas tá bom. Outro camarada morto.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Bem tranquila, bebê. Não é afobada não. Não é afobada não. Toma aí.
Such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution? So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
A escola Doris Fletcher é a filha da mulher. É a filha da mulher que estava internada no hospital. Que foi a que foi cobaia lá do médico. O nosso médico principal lá que ainda tá vivo. Todos os médicos estão vivos, tá todo mundo vivo na verdade, né? É só para informar. O médico geral lá, o cabeça do hospital, ele tava fazendo experiências, né? Tava fazendo experiências aí com os pacientes. Com os pacientes não, né? Com a senhora Flint, né? Pra tentar curar a dor dela. Ele usou o sangue de vampiro. E aí criou essa infecção aqui generalizada aí. E a filha da mulher pegou, ela é do...
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Ela é também do teatro, né? A filha da garota, ela é do teatro, ela tá vindo lá investigar. Investigar não, ver a mãe dela escondida. Aí ela pegou a infecção e deu ruim pra todo mundo. Tá bom, vamos abrir aqui porque eu tenho que ir por fora. É isso. Bom que também a gente aproveita para abrir aqui, né? Agora eu tenho que achar onde está o lobisomem e a mulher. Acho que eles estão por aqui mesmo, né? Pronto. Mais 2 ceifados aí. Era pra ter a mulher e o lobisomem aqui, mas tá bom, não tem, tá bom. Opa, vamos vasculhar. Muito bom. O cara mirou, o cara mirou errado. E você tava onde, bebê? Tem nada aqui, né? Opa, pegamos aí a 12 braba. Vamos até equipar ela. Vou equipar ela no lugar dessa aqui, ó. Já vou usar ela, inclusive. Bom, vamos subir, que esse aqui, se eu não me engano, é no segundo andar. É isso. Errou! Errou! Tomou. E olha lá, é o covardinho. É covardia extrema. Tá bom, pegamos.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
O marido tava tendo um caso com a Doris Fletcher, viu? Tudo tá levando pro teatro. Opa, que isso? Dinheiro. Agora a gente tem que localizar o teatro da Doris Fletcher.
It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Vambora. Quem disse isso? Foi você? Então pega essa besteira aí. Eu acho que o museu, o teatro, ele é nessa rua aqui, ó. Olha ele aqui, ó. Pronto. O teatrão aí bolado. Encontre um acesso ao teatro.
It's locked.
Eu esqueci como é que entra, agora ferrou. Calma, bebê. Que isso? Eu não queria ceifar a vida de vocês, mas vocês não me deram outra escolha. Caramba, agora eu esqueci, mano. Como é que eu entro ali? E de Chapel. Tretas, hein? Vambora. Tô tentando encontrar um jeito de contornar o teatro. Se eu não me engano foi isso que eu fiz a primeira... Ah tá, eu lembrei. É um lugar cheio de... Onde que você veio, cara? Que isso? Vamos, viu? Pra deixar de ser otário. É um lugar que ele tá cheio de andaime. E além de ter esses andaimes, tipo esses daqui, ó, ele dá acesso a uma janela. Eu tenho que achar esse lugar. Tenho que achar esse lugar, eu não tô achando. Não apertei isso aqui. Não apertei. Vambora, vamos tentar dar a volta aqui ao contrário agora. Tá. Ó o boneco ele, tu dá pause, tu volta a jogar, ele para de comunicar. Você tem que ficar apertando mais de uma vez para o boneco andar, fazer as coisas. Tá fechado. Aqui não tá fechado, né? Opa, que isso? Munição. Eu tô procurando. Se eu não me engano, ela era pra cá. Achei. É ali, ó. Aqui, ó. Isso.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Bora, esse daqui que eu tava procurando.
Woe to you, nations of gods. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Brincamento, né, mano?
When they share my fate, for I have been
Olha ela ali, ó.
but I offer only
Só trocando ideia. Eu acho que tá fechado, se eu não me engano, tá? Aqui é a entrada, né? Isso. Tá, é o rato.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
Essa espadada dela é sinistra, tá, filho? Tem que tomar cuidado. Ah, que isso aí é roubado, hein? Isso aí é roubado, isso aí, hein? Tomou, bebê.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat. You and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Isso, vamos cair fora?
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Esses caras se matando aí, meu.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Tá bom, vamos voltar lá pra casa de Escalon, né? É por aqui, certo? Certo. Eu vou ter que subir. Não, vou ter que subir não, só ir direto. Achei que era um lobisomem ali. Vamos lá, vamos trocar uma ideia aqui com o meu amor.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Eita, me esnobou. Vamos lá.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I did my best.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Tudo bem.
Your word is my command.
É isso. Vamos lá. Vamos falar com a Lady Ashbury. Pra pegar a informação do cara.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turned the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Valeu, bebê. Eu vou ter que transformar ele dessa vez, pra mim conseguir fazer todos os distritos ficarem vivos e as pessoas sobreviverem. Eu abracei ele pra morte.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Errou. Errou, mas mesmo assim ainda me baleou ainda. Tá, um bagulho de notícia aqui, né? Opa, peguei munição. Olha quem tá aqui.
See them fuckers? He's dead!
Errou. Errou ela. Eu não tava aqui.
I cannot enter. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Tá. Vou ter que dar a volta, né? Jogou no bolo doido ele. Tem que ficar ligado que essa mulher explode, mano. Tá me atrasando muito. A entrada é por aqui, não é isso? É isso.
I think this passage could lead me close to Lucius Dawson's mansion.
Errou, Zé, velho. Errou. Caraca, olha ele. Mostra ele sem grande e robusto. Ele assassinou todos os caras aqui, meu irmão. É a guerra da carne, né, filho? Não é culpa do cara, não. Eu acho que tem uma moça aqui presa também nesse túnel, se eu não me engano. Não me lembro bem. Ali tem ratos. Porta fechada, rato aqui no canto. Leona Agostinho. Olha. Vem, bebê, vem. Vem, bebê, vem. Vem pra cima de mim, vem. É isso. E ela? Meu amor. Quem quiser ler aí, leia. Caiu mais um aos meus pés. Mais um inseto. Caramba, agora deu treta aqui, agora deu confusão. Esqueci qual é o caminho que eu tenho que fazer, mano. Não, aqui eu tô voltando. Ah, lembrei. Só também usar da lógica, né? Vamos seguir reto. Ali dá pra... Aquele caminho ali dá pra eu abrir as portas. Se não estou me enganado. Aqui que tem treta, né? Eu tenho que subir, não é isso? Isso. Para abrir aquela porta lá do outro lado. É uma palhaçada isso, né, cara? Vamos se ferrar, vamos. Ah, tá roubado isso aí, hein? Tá roubado isso aí, meu irmão. Toma, vem. Ah, minha porrada não pega, muito bom. Vai se ferrar, vai. Tá bom, aqui tá bom. Não preciso nem baixar tudo não. Tá, agora aqui tem a luz, tá presa aqui, né? Acho que a luz tá presa aqui. É isso. Peguei. Esse cara vai dar ruim. Tem que usar poder nele. E olha lá, eu esquivei, meu irmão, eu esquivei. Vamos. Lois Tesdale. E aí, Lois, mete o pé daí, cara. Tá salvo.
Thank you. Good.
Tá bom, não vai falar nada de importante mesmo. Vamos meter o pé. O maluco quase me botou pra rodar, tá, filho?
This is despicable. I have this
Tá bom.
thirst for blood.
Recuperado o sangue, agora vamos cair fora daqui. Olha essa igreja, filho. Tá maluco. Muita doideira, né? Cara, eu tenho que perguntar aos habitantes. Eu tenho que falar com os habitantes, meu irmão.
Jonathan Reed.
I bet you private it. Is he true?
I London will survive the epidemic. But I see
Eu tenho que pegar a informação do Alisson Down pra não chegar lá e não ter opção de eu transformar ele. Igual aconteceu com os outros que eu tinha que ter transformado, né? E aí eu apenas fiz de amizade. Olha o Charles aí. Charles do Bronx. Tá bom. Vamos rápido, meu tempo tá acabando, galera.
Goodbye.
Os dois doidos aqui, ó. Acho que a casa dele é pra cá, não é isso? Tenho quase certeza que é. Então, galera, se vocês estiverem gostando aí, já deixa seu like aí, se inscreve no canal, compartilha com os amigos, comenta alguma coisa bacana e ative o sininho para não perder a notificação dos próximos episódios. E agora eu bolei. Fiz vir aqui à toa, aqui eu tô voltando. Aqui vem pra cá, ó.